Today in the Eat with Twan kitchen, I have a Biscoff sweet potato casserole. This dessert is going to be amazing for your holiday dinner party. I have Biscoff cookie butter. I made a homemade crumble for a no-bake crust. Yes, that no-bake crust hits every time. The creamy sweet potatoes. I'm going to walk you through this amazing dessert recipe. But before I do that, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more recipes from Eat with Twan. I have some large sweet potatoes. You want to make sure you clean your sweet potatoes. Then grab a fork. You want to pierce the sweet potatoes so that way we can have an evenly cooked sweet potato. Now, I'm going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. I'm going to wrap each sweet potato individually, just like that. And I'm going to pop it in the oven and have them roast until their perfection. Now listen, this is very important. You want to make sure the sweet potatoes are completely soft and do not open the oven to check on them. Cover them up, put them on a baking rack, and let them roast so that way you have good coverage with the heat on the bottom and the top. Ingredients and measurements will be in the description to follow. Crush your Biscoff cookies into a fine crumb using a food processor or by placing them in a Ziploc bag and smashing with a rolling pin. Now pour your crumbs in a bowl and add salted melted butter. Salted butter gives it a nice bite, okay? You want to mix this mixture until it looks like wet sand, and when you pinch it, it should hold together. And I said pinch, you know that dialect comes in. Now press firmly into a bake safe dish. 9 by 13 is the size of the bake safe dish that I have. Now you want to use the back of a spoon or a flat spatula to press out the mixture just like that, okay? Pop it in the fridge while you make your other ingredients, and there you go, no bake crust for your Biscoff sweet potato casserole. Now for my Biscoff crumble top, I'm back at the food processor. I just crushed up some cookies. Now you don't want this to be fine as the crust, you just want them crushed. To a bowl you want to add some flour, some brown sugar, and remember I have the ingredients and measurements to follow, and some cold cubed butter, okay? I did not add any additional spices because the cookies have enough flavor, so you don't want to overly flavor this sweet dish, okay? So go ahead and mix all of the ingredients together using the best tool in the kitchen, your hands. You want to make sure everything is evenly coated with that cold butter, just like that, and set that aside. Now folks, my sweet potatoes are finished. It's been about 45 to 60 minutes on 400 degrees roasting, okay? Now be careful when you open the aluminum foil. There will be a lot of heat and steam coming off of those sweet potatoes, okay? So be careful when you peel the skin off of the sweet potato, but the sweet potato should be soft to the touch, just like that. Now allow the sweet potato to cool. You don't have to rush this process. The skin should come off easy if you did what I told you to do. Now grab you a bowl and we're going to start with our ingredients for our sweet potato mixture. For my mixture, I'm going to add salted butter to my sweet potato. Salted butter really helps with the sweetness of the dish and it creates an amazing bite. I have a half cup of white sugar and a half cup of packed brown sugar. Don't worry, I'll have the ingredients and measurements down below for you to follow. To that mixture, I'm adding sweetened condensed milk along with evaporated milk. This is going to help build an amazing casserole dish. I'm adding ground cinnamon along with some ground ginger, and of course we got to hit it with some nutmeg. I'm using bourbon vanilla extract. You can use regular vanilla extract, whatever you prefer. I'm using a stand mixer, but if you have a handheld mixer, that will work as well. I'm starting on low, then I'm going to work my way up to the medium speed setting, so that way we have a nice consistency and everything can be smooth. If you're worried about lumps, you can always mix your sweet potatoes beforehand and make sure it's nice and smooth, just like that. You see, nice and smooth. Now you always want to add your eggs last so that way you can taste test before you assemble everything. Remember, add the eggs last. I'm going to pour my mixture over my no-bake crust. I'm going to smooth the mixture out just like that. Now grab the crumble and add as much as you like. But listen, make sure the layer is not too thick. You want to make sure everything bakes and sets perfectly. So I'll put a nice layer on top of my sweet potato casserole. This is going to be the perfect dessert for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or whenever you like. Place the casserole in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now bake for 30 to 35 minutes until the top is golden and the edges are fully set. Now let it cool for 10 minutes. I know you want to dig in before you add your cookie butter. Yes, I'm going to warm up some cookie butter in the microwave, and I'm going to drizzle that cookie butter right on top. Add as much or as little as you like. It really complements this casserole. It's so amazing. Now folks, we have our sweet potato casserole. I jumped the gun and I took a piece before I made my camera shot, but folks, you get the point. Look at that bite. Sweet, decadent, and amazing. The creamy sweet potatoes, the cookie butter, the cookies is a perfect bite. I enjoyed mine with some ice cream. Folks, give it a try. Let me know down in the comments what you think of my Biscoff sweet potato casserole, and I'll see you guys in the next recipe video.